You ever notice the obsession that Japanese culture has on the West? Japan's anime, video games, local brands, and food have all become some Westerners' identity rather than a hobby. But what is it about Japanese culture that makes someone so obsessed with them? You know, the main attraction, in my opinion, to Japanese culture is anime. When you think of anime, that relationship can be either positive or negative. And for me, it's mostly negative, but here's why. The art styles, storytelling, and overall the production value is so much more different compared to what you find in the States. The way anime is made with diverse genres and seasons upon seasons of episodes, you're gonna have some pretty hardcore dedicated fans. Compare Dragon Ball Z to SpongeBob, and it's a night and day difference. I don't know if that is exactly the most fair comparison, but you get my point, right? With the characters being so unique and stylish, many of these obsessed fans dress up as their favorite characters regularly. That's fine, but please, use soap and hot water every now and then. Thank you. And the media in Japan, to Westerners' eye, is bright, flashy, and there's a lot going on. Take a trip to Tokyo and you can just see how influential those characters are. They have anime-themed restaurants, for crying out loud. And never in my life have I seen a SpongeBob-themed restaurant in the United States. And that makes fans even more obsessed. Japan is also a very clean and friendly country, with a culture that very much differs from the West. But I find it funny when the Japanese obsessed Americans want to move to Japan so they can fulfill some fantasy of theirs, when in reality, they're probably going to feel more of an outsider than ever before. That's because the Japanese don't get along with foreigners very well. The media and pop culture doesn't mix the same with the normal day-to-day culture. If you see the States, for example, people really bond with others over things so simple like Pokemon. And it doesn't matter what country or where you're from, as long as you both like Pokemon. And that bond isn't really the same in Japan. Bonding over something simple might not work. But the point is, the West idolizes Japan as a place to not only go for your technology, entertainment, and pop culture, but to kind of get out of the West and go to somewhere that's a utopia. But you're not going to get by with your Duolingo level of Japanese, I'm sorry. And Japanese culture is one of them that impacts the lives of others, and while making it your identity, in my opinion, is kind of stupid, there's really no harm in it. But please, just don't watch hentai.